Scootsy my gootsy. Alright. Okay, just a minute here. Alright, let's get this. Everything set? No, I don't have everything set. Okay, let's see here. Alright. Ow! Son of a bitch, monkey, nut, testicle, Farquaad. Whatever that means. Stay. Stand up. Look, I gotta do this video. I want to record before I go to bed tonight. There you go, Toro Man. Get nutsy. Over here. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to record. We are recording. Okay then. Okay, now it's, hold on. Scoot my goat. Hello there, I'm Scotty. You are not. Kind of a weird intro. I hurt my finger. No, I did not plan any of that. I was setting up. I had the camera up. Sometimes it'll start recording on its own. But fuck it, we're gonna wing it, okay? So, our review is... yeah, no. Actually going to be reviewing Office Christmas Party. Here's the story. So I said that Elf was next, and that's really the reason why is I ran out of other ones to do. I'm like right on that tree. And like, so I was putting them together and I picked Elf. Problem is, I just watched Elf with my son like last week. It was on last Friday on AMC. And this time watching it, it annoyed me, but we were going to bed, so I fell asleep. But the thing was, yeah, and so I was dreading having to watch it by myself. It was fine when my son was there because he would laugh and whatever, but I don't hate the movie. Actually, it's one of the ones I do like, but Will Ferrell can sometimes do too much. So I'm going through Facebook and someone posted about Office Christmas Party, and I went, wait, I own that movie. That might be my out for Elf. So I scrounged around my whole apartment to find it. Finally did, buried in one of my closets over there. So Office Christmas Party, a movie I went to see when it came out in 2016. Yes, I did. Because I'm a TJ Miller fan, you know, in spite of what he did, or may have not done, the allegations, whatever. I'm a TJ Miller fan, and this was, you know, TJ Miller, She's Out of Your League, Deadpool. He has a small role in Transformers Age of Extinction, but and he's in this. And I think Jason Bateman's fine, you know. And a couple of Saturday Night Live alumnus on here. You got, what's her name? Abby. I had it. Vanessa Bayer. Vanessa Bayer. You have... son of a bitch. Where's her name? Kate McKinnon. Yeah, that one. Kate McKinnon. There. I feel like there's more. There's one more. Maybe not. But yeah, so the premise of this movie is there's an Office Christmas Party. TJ Miller plays Clay, who is the head of this branch of this company, this tech company. His sister is the CEO, and she's going to close down this branch, but they decide to make a deal with this businessman played by Courtney B. Vance, and they try to close it by having this Christmas party to impress him. And so that's the plot, is they have to impress this guy. I'll say the comedy in this is, I think 75% of it got me. Everything with Kate McKinnon at the beginning of this movie bugged me. She's the character. No, you cannot touch. She's HR department. She's the one that's against the harassment. Yes, that don't do that. No sexual harassment, but her character. One of the problems I have with Kate McKinnon is that there's no on-off switch. There's no middle. There's no middle ground for her. She's evil. She's either not doing enough or doing way too much. There's no middle ground. And so she has this joke where she's in HR and she's doing this stuff, and to me it goes a little too far, where she's just way too stuck up and way too prudish. And I get that's the character, and she loosens up throughout the film, but I don't know, even towards the end, when you have a kiss between two of the characters, she's like, "Oh, I need to see forms of a relationship before you can." That's not funny. To me, that's not funny. Everything with T.J. Miller, pretty funny. He's always been one of the funniest guys. Jennifer Aniston. You're not a big fan of her character in this movie, but I get where they're going with that character. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman has to be one of the best awkward comedy actors out there. If you don't know what I mean. Awkward comedy is where you say something and you kind of just keep going with it a little bit. He's good. But there are other times in this movie where they do that and they keep going and it's like, okay, it was funny, and then you did too much, and now it's Will Ferrell syndrome, where you did something, it's funny, but no, you're keeping on going, and now it's not funny anymore because it's just annoying. And it wasn't annoying per se, but it kept going. The joke, you remember the joke, but yeah. Rob Corddry, he's basically playing Lou from the Hot Tub Time Machine movies. That's basically his character. He's running around with his pants down. He's pissing on top of the freaking building. Yeah, that's he's basically Lou. That's it. Courtney B. Vance is actually pretty good in this. Guy's in his 50s at this point, and he's running around partying and stuff. But the party does get started when the cocaine, because they have the snow machine, the fun snow. But Karen Sony's character, Benny from Ghostbusters reboot. He hires an escort to be his fake girlfriend because he doesn't have one. So she brings cocaine with her, and they show this machine that they're putting fake snow in and making it go out. But the cocaine ends up on there, goes out, and that's when the party really gets going. People lose their mind because the cocaine is just, And then there's Jason Bateman's character, Josh, and there's Tracy, it's Olivia Munn's character. Josh just finalized his divorce, and it's clear that he and Tracy have some sort of thing for each other. But apparently we find out later that Josh missed his time to do anything, and so it's kind of passed. But they have, I don't know. If she didn't still want something to happen, I don't think she would be, Did I spill some? No. I thought I did. I swear to God. She wouldn't still be hanging out with him and talking to him. And it's, friends, sure. But so, the sister comes in, right, and says, sorry, I'm used to, at an age and I'm used to this being above. And she says, I'm going to close down your branch if you don't make back. And to me, should have admitted she was doing it on purpose. Because, TJ Miller's like, oh yeah, we're close to 7%. He goes, no, you have to be 12% in order to be successful. And it's like, no, you're just saying that because, as you go through the film, she wants to close down this branch. Because she's mad that, and her brother, when their father was alive, he spent all the time and had the fun, and she was just business, 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 which kind of is now her curse. And so she's shutting it down to stick it to her dad and her brother for all that. She's doing it on purpose. And that's why she raised it from 7 to 12, because they're not going to be able to make that by 2 days. So they go to see Courtney B. Vance's character to make him a deal for, to make a deal for product stuff. And they have him come to the Christmas party. And then the Christmas party, I'm not going to live everything that happens, but he eventually agrees. But then it's revealed after he does this swinging thing and falls and almost kills himself. It's revealed that he actually lost his job. What he was agreeing to was a job at the building, not a business deal. So, yeah. And there's she says no party, but there's no party anyway, and she finds out about it due to her Uber driver, who is another one of the characters that's just not funny. She has an obsession with the name Carol and thinks it belongs to an older woman. I had a great aunt named Carol, so maybe she's not wrong. I know some people named Carol. They're older than me, but I wouldn't call them elderly women. But my grandpa actually remarried a woman named Carol, and she's an old lady, so okay. Maybe it is an old lady's name. But she's just obsessed with this, to the point they do a joke at the end when Carol calls the Uber again, but she goes with the rest of them because they made amends. And then when the same lady pulls up and she sees the old lady, she's like, "Are you Carol?" "No, you look like a Carol. You're old." It's like, okay, it wasn't funny the first time. Please don't keep going. There's just some other jokes. They're hit and miss. Some jokes are funny. Some jokes are not. And they keep going back to them. Like the whole, I was fine with when Ian McKinnon's character started to lighten up and everything during the party. And then at the end, Josh and Tracy go to kiss. She's like, I need to see some forms of a confirmed relationship. And it's like, shut up, let them kiss. It's not funny. This is the moment. It kind of ruins the moment, to be honest. It's supposed to be a moment where they finally kiss. And it's ruined, not only by that, but then Karen Sony's character is like going to kiss Vanessa Bayer. She's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Let's go out first. And then she don't never mind kiss. And then they kiss. It's like, okay. Just have them kiss. That's the whole thing, is the relationship was part of this movie, and then you're putting jokes on it. It's not funny. It's not funny. You're just prolonging this kiss that should have already happened. So, yeah. It comes to a head, and you think about it, it was telegraphed early. Earlier in the film, there's Clay and Josh are standing outside, and they look at the bridge, one of those bridges that, my eggnog's kind of, excuse me. What's up, will you? You can always count on me. That is the perfect response. Anyway, it's one of those bridges that when it goes up like that, right? And so they talk about taking a car and jumping it like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious. And I do like the joke, because there is people like this, where Josh goes, I only watched the first one. I don't know anything you're talking about. There is people who watch the first one and say, yeah, that's fine, but don't go any farther. I would say I know people who say, oh, I haven't seen past Tokyo Drift. I see that all the time on Facebook and stuff. We'll talk about Fast and Furious. I haven't seen past Tokyo Drift. That's because Tokyo Drift is not a bad movie in my opinion, but a lot of people are like, oh, Brian's not in this movie. It's not connected, so why care? They've gone to great lengths to connect it. And I haven't hated any of the Fast and Furious movies, but I do agree that F9 was fucking ridiculous. Watch my review if you want to know my thoughts, but I'll take that back, okay?
Good work, Booster.
Yeah, don't call me Booster, but fine. So anyway, he talks about having to jump it, right? Climax of the film, he's in the the pimp to the hooker's car, which, because they took him because he's a rich guy, and so they're supposed to be going to his house to get a personal safe. But the thing is, he didn't say personal safe. The $30,000 he's got left because he spent almost all his money on this party. And what he actually said was, it's on my person, it's safe. And she heard personal safe. But, so he's going to jump the car with her and the escort in the car with him. Meanwhile, Josh, Tracy, Kate McKinnon, and Jennifer Aniston are in Kate McKinnon's minivan. Josh is driving at this point. How is he driving? Kate McKinnon was driving when they started. He's driving now. They got out once, I think, but I don't know. He's driving, and he's going to go over the bridge with them, but the pimp, I don't know her name, she grabs the wheel and crashes, knocks it down, the van, and it crashes into the electrical server thing for the internet. So, and this is where it becomes a little contrived, because Tracy was working on this, the Olivia Munn's character. She was working on this system to reboot, to connect to the internet faster. And so this ends up being what they need. They're at the hospital because T.J. Miller's in the hospital. He broke his ankle and stuff. But he gets out the same day as he goes in. Must have not been that bad. I don't know. Car accidents, I don't think they usually get. That's just a little bit. I don't know. But that's when they have the idea to reconnect the server using the machine, and they have a little problem with it, but they get it to work, and so they get to keep their jobs, right? They get to keep their jobs, and that's when they kiss and they celebrate and everything. Then they all go out for breakfast at the end of this, and there is this one joke that does kind of make me laugh, where they're like, "No, I promise, there won't be a Christmas party." Yeah, I can see that. No, it's okay, there won't be a Christmas party. And they do it again later with the doctor. They're just like, "You can't have alcohol." He's like, no, yeah, that's right. There's not gonna be any alcohol. Yeah, I saw that. No, it's okay, Doc. I know, no alcohol. Not gonna be any alcohol. Yeah, look, you're looking right at me. You're looking right at me. No, I promise. My brother's not gonna have any alcohol. Okay, just go. Just go. So that did make me laugh, and that's how it ends. I'd say it's a middle of the road movie for me. I enjoyed it. I don't mind watching it again. Actually, I don't know. I bought this a couple years ago now, and it's the first time I've watched it. But, you forget what a movie is like. So you buy it thinking, okay, remember that being good, but then you don't watch it. That's what I did with this. But I still liked it. It's the middle of the road, but it's fine. It's a fine comedy. If I want to throw something on in the background, this could be something I'll put on around Christmas time when I'm making supper or something, right? If I just want to relax and play a video game, put this on in the background. Stuff like that. But it's fine. So what are your thoughts on Office Christmas Party? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.